also going the aerial way about the mid-on region fielder, getting a boundary. So a 6 and a boundary, giving a bigger spike in this run rate at the moment in the third over. Score rapidly moving on to 29. This is in the air and catch taken by Pradeep Lagolkar. Oh, such a sad end. He was looking very comfortable out in the middle. Just went for the cross shot, which was not required, but he has given them a good start. 29 for 1. So it's 30 for 1. Requesting an extra player of Kadapa Masters to please be in the commentary box, so that it's important for us to get the names of the players. Sometimes since the players, the 12th man, the 13th man, knows the team players very well, and when they rotate the strike, it's also important that the updates are going on live Goa livecast, which is being telecast live here across the globe. So first breakthrough here provided by Sanjeev Khatavkar to Vasco seniors. In comes Sridhar, very nicely clipped on the leg side. This was drifting down the leg side. Easy start here. Gets off the mark with the boundary. That's a positive start here for Sridhar. And the score is looking very, very good at the moment. Although they have lost wicket, but they are not losing the momentum and the grip in these power play overs. This was slightly short, but the ball kept a little bit low, but good fielding here. Very good fielding. Good running between the wickets. Well, most of the times when there is no hesitation out in the middle, you tend to comfortably cross over for a single. That's exactly the case here between Sridhar and Shrikant. So that will finish over number 3. Although wicket taking over here for Go Vasco seniors, you can certainly say it was slightly expensive. So the start has been given here by the openers, although Mahendra Reddy was looking more aggressive of the partners of the openers. I think he has done a fair enough job giving a good start. In comes the 4th over. It's 35 for 1 in 3. That's a good start. He gets the swings most of the time. I guess having certain hot and humid conditions in the month of May, we've seen that there is hardly a wind blowing from the west towards the east, which is a common sight on this ground. If there is a wind flowing, I think it will assist even the spinners to get the drift, and also the opening bowlers of both the sides to get a little bit of a swing with the early ball. This time tapped around. The fielders are on the edge of the circle, so a comfortable single. So even if you don't get boundaries, you tend to rotate the strike. You tend to take the singles, which is better than giving the dot balls. That's exactly the batters are doing at the moment. This is good bowling here. Very good pace, good line length. And now he has got the protection. The first boundary that we have seen went between the short third man and point region. Fielder gets the boundary and then plays the protection over there. So bowler many a times, if he bowl consistently the shot of good length, then he feels comfortable with the field that has been set here by the captain. This time trying to drive the ball in the covers region. No stopping that. No stopping that. Trying to stop that with the footwork. And Naresh Asolekar is saying, I have done my job. I think the fielders also should support me. This is a fine shot. A wonderful cover drive to get himself a little confidence growing. So whenever the fielders are inside, you mere have to time the ball. And if you time and place it well, you can certainly get more punches for your shots. Score moves on to 41. Just the fourth over. They are moving at around 10 runs per over. Kadapa Masters. This time a little fumble here and they might be going for the second run. One for the throw. This is beautiful running here from both these batters. That's exactly put the pressures on the fielders on the deep and take one more extra. Sridhar has got a very good start. He's hardly faced 5-7 balls and he's already crossed the 10-run mark at the moment. And there's a very good strike rate that he has been maintaining throughout. Just a single dot ball in this inning so far with 2 boundaries. This time driving it nicely. That's a good on drive, but the fielder will cut that off. Good to see that the feet are moving nicely close towards the pitch of the ball and drives very well. We've already seen a cover drive. This was a on drive. Maybe the ball coming a little slow off the deck. And that single run in finish over number 4 is 44 for 1. So Vasco Senior is continuing with their opening spell bowler Sanju. Clean bowled him. This was a loopy ball. The batsman just wanted to play the slow shot just like the ball coming in slow towards the batsman. And the off stump is hit by the ball and the stumps has been hit by the bowler. So second wicket going down at the score of 44 and Sanju strikes again in his third over. So in comes Kadar Baba. So Vasco Senior, in spite of being back as far as the run rate is concerned, is pretty good at the moment of Kadapa Masters. They are still picking up wickets in successive intervals. Both the wickets has been picked by Sanjeev. He is into his third over. This is the fifth over for Vasco Seniors. So that's a very good delivery here to start against Kadapa. This has been a good start. Wicket in the 5th over. This is nicely played, clipped off his legs, and a misfielding here, little fumble, little glitch, and they go for the second, and comfortably taken the second. Not happy here, you can see the reaction from the bowler. Whenever the bowler gets a wicket and also bowls a dot ball against a new batter, you should not give them free runs. And once you give them free runs, it becomes easy for the batter. They feel comfortable out in the middle. You have got second wicket in this 5th over, so you need to pile on the pressure a little bit on the newcomer. Dragged in a little bit short here. Very nicely played. Good punch. Once again a fumble. The fielding looking awry at the moment of Vasco seniors. Giving easy singles, giving easy couple of runs here and there. So that is going to cost them dearly when they are going to chase. This is all going to add up. Score moves on to 47. This ball, you can see that this is exactly what I mentioned. The ball is coming slowly now. The ball landing on the good length area, just bouncing a little bit more and coming slow off the deck. That's the reason why the pitch is little dried. Maybe there is a little moisture, but still in the month of May, this pitch has seen a lot of cricket and it's much more drier than maybe a couple of months ago. This is nicely played. Naresh Asoldekar is one of the fine fielders. He's not going to leave anything when it comes to him. So just a single, very good running between the wickets and a good over. Very steady over here from Sanjeev. At the completion of fire, wicket taking over is 48. So looks to be they are going to continue with Naresh Asoldekar. So 3 overs each for the opening spell bowlers here. This time right in the block hole. This is just regularly in tennis ball cricket bowling. Yorkers consistently at will. Not easy many a time, especially in the power play overs. You need to be absolutely perfect with it line. Can bowl in the depth. That's very nicely played. Watch the ball carefully coming onto the bat, and you can see how the batters are playing. They now understood that the ball is little older, not the new ball. So almost seen 5 overs, some shots here by the top order batters. And spinners are going to play an important role on this wicket. It's going to be little slower. It's going to be little lower here. That's not good. That's not good here. They are running quickly. This is not looking good here for Vasco seniors. Fantastic running with the wickets. That's how you have to run. Coaches tell you that you see what the fielders are doing. If there is a slight fumble and if you feel that comfortable, the second is on. And that first quick run makes the second comfortable. I think the bowlers have done a decent job as far as the power plays are concerned. They have bowled according to the field. Some good shots here by the batter. Not bad bowling, you can say, but the fielders certainly has not helped their bowlers. Not the cause, especially in the power plays overs, but they can also tighten the grooves. This time you can see the two noises, the two sounds, one of the bat, one of the ball hitting the pad. So no appeal whatsoever from the bowler and from behind the wicket. So live coverage is going on Goa Livecast. If anyone wants to see the matches, then you can click on Goa Livecast, Livecast, and you can watch these matches. These are the semi-finals here for All India Veterans Tournament. Kadapa Masters playing against Vasco Seniors in the first semi-finals here. Half-hearted from Naresh Soldikar. Very well knew that this was drifting down the leg side. But a dot ball to finish the power play overs. End of 6 is 51 for 2. So you can say certainly it's a decent power play overs here for Kadapa Masters. Although 2 wickets have been taken by Goa veterans, that is the Vasco Seniors. So Raghuveer Lotlikar, a very fine player and continuously playing cricket for last 30 years, more than 30 years I guess. It's a highly respected player in Goa. Hails from Tarvalem Shiroda region. 51 for 2 in 6 overs and in starts of the 7th over. And very nice to see that organizers are bowling from one end so that the time is not wasted here for setting the field. So pretty good thinking here from the organizers as well. Oh, the ball kept little low, but watchfully played here. Keeping the eyes onto the bat, keeping and steady. The head was steady and bending little bit for that forward defensive shot. This is going to be the progress of this wicket. Certainly it's not going to be easy to get boundary sixes if the bowlers are going to be consistently bowling in that good length channels. This was slightly short. Protection in the deep. Want to scamper for the second. A little fumble here. Little fumble here. And that gets the second run comfortably. This might have been the 7th or 8th glitch in the field we have seen in 7 over itself from Vasco Seniors. So they have to tighten the screws and buckle up. Otherwise, these are good runners here of Kadapa Masters. Once again, nicely played. So milking, you can see the shot could have been going in the covers or at long off region. But since the ball is coming slow off the deck, it's going more towards the point and extra cover region. And that's the reason the start was important. To get them somewhere around 8 to 9 runs per over was good by the openers. Because once the spinners and medium pacers just like Raghuveer Lotlikar, he's not a quick pacey at the moment. He used to bowl a little bit more pacier at the start of his career. Certainly not now. But I think in leather ball cricket you don't require to have bowling with the pace. You can consistently bowl in these right channels. Clipped away nicely on the offside, working on the offside. A very good shot, Sandeep Madgaonkar, and stopping the ball, saving 3 runs. The batter wants to go for the second, but decided against his good throw from the deep from Sandeep Madgaonkar. Represented Goa under 19. Sandeep Madgaonkar in his prime times played so much of cricket for Kurcharem Cricket Club CCC, playing now as well, guiding the young brigade of Kurcharem and other parts of Goa. So that's one of the examples how fit he is. This time Sushant, this is no chance. Oh, he was there. Once again he was there. He fields that, and once again 3 runs are saved here by Sandeep Madgaonkar in the deep. It's not easy. You can see that part of the region in the extra cover. It's a little bit rusty. There is no grass on that side. So not easy for the fielders, making little discomfort, and the ball runs across quickly, more quickly than the patch of green little bit earlier. Here is Sushant. So Sushant Naik bowling decently, bowling in the good areas. Pradeep Dabolkar has done a fine job behind the wickets. Certainly, I am having a word with some of the players around. They said the wicket looks much better than what it was in the first 2-3 days. Maybe little rains here helped the wicket. Little bit moisture. Maybe the grass that was turning out to be dead must have got alive. So the ball is going nicely in towards the hands of the keeper. Although little slow, you can understand that it will be little slow, but much better than the start of this tournament. So we are certainly going to see some wonderful semi-finals in progress between Vasco Seniors and Kadapa Masters. Slightly short, very nicely punched at down the ground. Carpet shot for a single straight to Naresh Solekar. But a steady start, bowling with a good line and length, and no loose balls at the moment from Sushant, taking the score to 65 here into the 8th over. Very watchfully played towards the point region field for a single. So single is what they have managed to get, and the scoreboard is also moving nicely at the completion of 8 overs. It is 65 for 2. It's 66 for 2, beg your pardon. Ball costed him 4 runs. This is very good bowling here from the bowlers. They have concentrated in only one area. So the fielder are steadily being placed here by the captain of the fielding side. If at all the batters have to score the boundaries, they have to maybe try and play some risky shots, maybe in the covers region or a cross-batted shot, which might be risky on this wicket. So far, they are just not worried. This is nicely played on the leg side. Might be thinking of the second, deciding against it. Both are going steady at the moment, Shrikant and Khadar Baba. So far, we have not seen the spinner coming into the attack. Oh, you can see the ball kept a little low and also going down the leg side. A wide signal here by the umpire. I was talking about the spinners. Maybe many a times we have seen even such a low tracks. You can start also with the spinners, but you're almost into the ninth over, and the captain may be thinking something different of the box. Maybe after 10 overs. That was a pretty good ball, effort ball, going down towards the third man, and they just get the single. This time coming down the track, very nicely played. There is a fielder in the deep, and he stops it nicely at the long off region. This is a good phase here, not only for the batters who are going steady and rotating the strike, but also for the bowlers who are bowling nicely. They are still searching for the wickets, but not allow the game to be drifted away from them. Certainly, no one is looking at discomfort at the moment, both these batters. Just hoping at the moment, the captain of the fielding side, that the ball keeps a low or a wrong shot has been played by the batters at the moment. But looking steady here, Kadapa Masters. This time, once again with soft hands. And just getting the single. So much of singles at ease here, but taken by Kadapa Masters. And once again, singles ruling the chart at the moment for Kadapa Masters. At the completion of 9 is 73 for 2. So Sushant continues with his shot of good length bowling. Now trying to play a little forceful shot here. Maybe the batter feels little comfortable at the moment, getting so many doubles and singles. Somewhere at some point of time, one of these batters have to push on a little bit with the strike rate. This is in the air, nicely played. There is a fielder in the deep, very nicely fielded here. Might go for the boundary. It's very difficult for us to gauge here. So it's a boundary. Very good sporting spirit here shown by the fielder himself, telling that it's a boundary. So very well done by the fielder. It was difficult for everyone also to see whether he has really touched that boundary or not. So boundary, that was a fine shot. Played a drive here just wide off the long off region fielder. Now a change in the field prompted here by the captain. Sandeep Madgavkar coming from extra cover. And actually, I don't understand this concept. Both these are important positions, the extra cover and long off region. So you have shifted the same players, swapped over them from the extra cover towards the long off region fielding. This time, once again, played with soft hands. Thinking of a couple, they decide for it and they make it comfortably in the end. Little hesitation, watching each other whether we have to go. Maybe in the minds, the second was not there, but maybe the non-striker prompted to the striker. Yes, we can still make it comfortably. So continuous running between the wickets is doing wonders at the moment for Kadapa Masters. We are into the halfway mark of this first innings. It's 80 on the board so far. Oh, you can see there. This is going to continue. We can bowl in that area. The ball also coming a little bit up, rising on that occasion, and also coming slow after hitting the deck. That's going to be the scenario here also in the second innings. So if Kadapa Masters thinking somewhere around 160, 150 maybe might be a good total on this wicket. Not going to be easy for Vasco seniors to chase this down. Once again, very nice shot. A wonderful little shimmy down the ground, but not trying to play a cross-batted shot. Played with a straight bat. Just getting the single. The only good thing about these batters are, even if they are getting the boundary, they are not allowing the runs to be soaked up. They're taking the singles comfortably. This is a good shot. This is a good shot. Nicely fielded in the cow corner region. So now, after completion of 10 overs, it's 82 for 2. And it's going to be drinks break here. Back after the drinks breaks, it's 82 for 2 in 10. In comes the 11th over from the far end by Raghuvi Lotlikar. Going for the drive here. So this is the first time we are having a look at this end, how this end is going to progress, whether the ball is going to stay much lower than that end. So this is just the first ball. And a good partnership, steady partnership between Shrikant and Kader Baba has been put here for Kadapa Masters. 38 runs so far added by both these players. Last wicket fell on 44. This time watchfully played. The defenses have been good of both these batters. They are exactly the feet movement whenever they want to come onto the front foot or stay onto the back foot. It has been decisive foot movement from both these batters. So they are never looking in discomfort as far as the approach of the batting is concerned. So I am very well driven here. Oh, little bad bounce. Sudden tennis ball bounce you can see at the last moment, but very well fielded here by the captain. Jeevan Dhukar. Putting the body behind, that's more important. You need to put body behind, you need to do the basics right. That's exactly what captain has done over there. You can see the ball. This is the same area that he was concentrating while bowling from the commentary box, and just around a good length, and just hoping that the wicket does the rest. Sometimes the odd ball bounces a little bit more, but I think the comfortably played by the batters at the moment till this point of time. This is now, the ball came slow. This might be a chance, might be a difficult chance. Oh, dropped away from the fielder, and they make the second as well. Well, you cannot blame the fielder over there. That was a wrong shot played here by the batter. You can see he was trying to play at the mid-wicket region. Since the ball came slow off the deck, the ball came much more slower. So the ball just ballooned in the air towards the short square leg region fielder. Luckily, it was out of the reach of the short fine leg. So you cannot say a chance here to the batter, but a wrong shot nevertheless. Once again, this hurried on to him. Little bit more effort from Raghuvi Lotlikar of that delivery. Sandeep Madgaonkar has to move around everywhere from here long on towards that mid-wicket region. And Naresh Asodekar as well. So these boundary riders are going to be very, very crucial if they need to stop these boundaries and sixes. And steady over here from Raghuvi Lotlikar comes to an end. At the end of 11 is 87 for 2. So Sushant continues with his bowling. You can see once the ball is coming slow. The previous over was good one from Raghuvi Lotlikar, just conceded 5 runs. The batters try to go after him, and this is going to be the scene here. It's not easy. It's really, really difficult in this scorching heat. The South Indian zone, right from Maharashtra, Goa, Telangana, Andhra, is going to be much more heated than the north part of the Goa at this point of time. That's a good shot. Finds the gap. Yes, he does find the gap. This is a powerful strike here from the powerful man of Kadapa Masters. Clean strike right out of the meat of the bat and a boundary after a long time. So 92 runs on the board at the moment. 48 runs partnership between both these batters. A little lack of energy you can see, but absolutely no lack of energy when he played that shot. This is even better. This is even better. This is a magnificent strike after that boundary. Well, the batter has decided now. Kadapa Baba this is the time that I'm going to go after the bowling, and he's going a big way. Now the captain is definitely having a word. There is a sudden momentum, sudden spike, sudden upsurge here in the scoring rate of Kadapa Masters. That 6 also marks the 50-run partnership between both these batters, Shrikant and Kadapa Baba. Wonderful partnership between both these batters. They came when wicket had fallen at the score of 44. Once again looking to go for that cross-batted shot. This time it was not that length to be swept away. He feels that there is a lot of gap between the backward square leg and fine leg region fielder. So if he times it well. This is a fine shot, fine shot. Oh, lucky that ball hitting the toe of the fielder. Look at the way that the ball had traveled quickly and a misfield. This is not going good here for Vasco seniors. They are losing their grip on the field at the moment. So 100 up here for Kadapa Masters in the 12th over. 100 up in the 12th over, so there is a little momentum upbeat here at the moment. Kadapa Masters. Kadapa Baba. Shot wide. The energy not only for the batters but also for the fielders and the bowlers as well. You can see Sushant is a little bit tired after bowling that long spell, and that single will finish little expensive and costly over here for Vasco seniors. 101 for 2 in 12. So in comes Dastagir Bhai to bowl from around the wicket. So let's see. The fifth bowler option has been chosen here by the captain in the 13th over. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. Vasco seniors, they are waiting for the fifth option to come almost in the 13th over, and they had to bowl him maybe in the 13th or 14th over. This time nicely clipped on the leg side. No chance. Oh, good fielding here from Sandeep Madgaonkar, putting the body behind. And a very good fielding here across the boundary line. 2 runs added to the total. So not easy to be fielding across that line, and once you are veteran, it makes even more difficult. But I guess fantastic job here done by the fielders in the mid-wicket region and the long-on region, Naresh Asolekar and Sandeep Madgaonkar. This time, a good drive. So what an organization, wonderful organization to see the veterans who have played competitive cricket, professional cricket in their pro lives are still connected with the game. So maybe I think he's tired over there. It's not easy. It's really, really difficult. Looks to be Kadar Baba who is struggling at the moment. So this time is 105. So the previous batsman is retired out as per the organizers. This is the 13th over in progress. It's 106. 107. So this time very nicely played. The new batter is Raghavendra. So that will finish over number 13. 108 for 3. So Riyaz Ustad. After Dastigir Bhai, it's Riyaz Ustad coming to bowl from the far end. This time, that's a nice shot. Might fetch a boundary. Naresh Asolekar is fielding in that region, but gets just a couple of runs. Good throw from the deep. So overall, you can say a wonderful cricket here shown by everyone. A good shot by Shrikant Reddy at the long on region. And a scampering throw for the second. Good throw, good fielding by Naresh Asolekar at the long on boundary. This time also nicely cut away. There is protection in the deep. This is not good here. This is not good from Vasco seniors. They should have come quickly onto the ball. Don't wait for the ball to come. And it's out. So he's run out. Direct hit. The batsman was a long way away. So fourth wicket down here for Kadapa Masters, and they are losing 2 wickets in quick succession here. So Vasco seniors are coming back in this match. This time nicely cut away, finds the gap. Oh, nicely fielded here by Dastagir Bhai. Otherwise, this will have run away for 4 runs. A single taken here, and the new batter that comes onto the wicket is Amanullah Khan. This time a single taken in the deeper square leg region. So a single taken. So we are starting with the proceedings of the 15th over. So we are into the 15th over. Now it's Raghvendra and Amanullah Khan has to resurrect his innings, which was going very well up to a certain point of time. But 2 wickets in quick succession. Certainly pegged their way back in this match, Vasco seniors. This time nicely flicked away. Easy boundary here. Wonderful shot here. And 4 runs sticking along. This time, once again, trying to come down the track, going towards the third man region, might go towards the fence, though the fielder is running after the ball and he stops it inside, but 2 runs comfortably taken here by Amanullah Khan and Raghvendra. These are the fag end of the overs. And the fag end, you need to get as much as possible. The start was pretty good, but once wickets lose, it's not easy for the new batters to get himself going and get the boundaries and sixes that they are waiting to get. But I think on this wicket, this is pretty good total at the moment. Sam, missed here, coming down the track. Maybe a bye, waiting for the umpire signal. Yes, bye signal by the umpire. So a single to add to the tally. .126 at the moment. This is the 16th over. So again, this is good length and line bowled by Riaz Ustad. Is bowling steadily at the moment. These are crucial overs here for Vasco Seniors and also for Kadapa Masters. It is a time when they need to see the big sixes and the boundaries flourishing in the last 4 overs or 5 overs or so. This is fiercely struck here. This must have injured, hurt the bowler. I think you should appreciate the bowler to get their hand because this was going like a tracer bullet here. It's not easy for Riyaz, but he still half stops it and conceding 2 runs instead of a boundary. So that will finish over number 16. 129 for 4. So 16 overs is 129. Still a very good total. Kadapa Masters have not got that run rate dipping down in spite of wickets being lost. Magnificent innings there from Khadar Baba. .39. So Dastagir is going to continue from the far end. This time nicely clipped away, but no power behind it. Sandeep Madgaonkar is going to come quickly onto that. He's the best fielder right now out of the day for Vasco Seniors. He has saved so many runs in the field. Otherwise, maybe this could have been a different score. The big man on strike. Going for the good shot. Just played it at a wide, long off region fielder. It's going to be Ravgil Lotlikar. Comes quickly. This is good fielding. Fielders need to tighten their screws at the moment. The batters are looking to get as much as possible. That was a quick ball here from Dastagir Bhai. So he's mixing it up well. Sometimes bowling the slower one. Sometimes bowling the quicker one. And that's exactly what is required. What's the doctor order here for Vasco Seniors at the moment? Need to bowl the dot balls. And that's clean bowled. So So Dastagir Bhai also gets into the wicket column, trying to heave that ball into the mid-wicket region. The ball kept low, getting an inside edge and chopping onto the wicket. So 5th wicket down of Kadapa Masters at the score of 131. So in comes Venu Gopal. 17th over. Really a good one here for Vasco Seniors, bowled by Dastagir Bhai. So let's see whether you can bowl few more dot balls, pile on the pressure on the batters. At this moment, Kadapa Masters will be thinking of somewhere around 8 to 9 runs per over. But if we can restrict them to somewhere 6 to 7, I think the bowlers will have done a fine job. This time nicely played down the ground, getting off the marker with the very first ball. And you can see if at all anyone can get those big sixes and big boundaries, it's going to be this big man, Amanullah Khan, on strike. This time once again. So single to finish over number 17. A pretty decent over here from Dastagir. Just conceding 4 runs in this over and also picked up 1 wicket. Is 133 for 5 after completion of 17. .133 after 17 overs, and 3 overs are left. Even if they get to somewhere around 150, it's not going to be easy to get runs on this wicket. And we have not seen true spinners for this Vasco Senior side. Maybe we can see later on for Kadapa Masters, who can just bowl in. Oh, that was an opportunity. He was down the track for a long way. Amanullah Khan bowled it little down the leg side, but could not collect the ball over there down the leg side. Keeper Pradeep Dabholkar. So 2 runs here added. So Legwa here. Once again, just falling down, throwing at the non-striker's end. Oh, that was close, but finally he's back. Good running between the wickets here. Although he had a little tumble, still he makes it comfortably. Each and every run is going to be very, very crucial here. Once again, all the 3 balls on the legs, and not trying to lose an opportunity. Sometimes as a main striker, you feel that you need to get on strike. Whether I should go for that single of the leg by or whether I should stay on the strike was going in the minds of the batter. But finally, he thought it's better to add on to the total, add on to the tally. Oh, once again, a big appeal, but drifting down the leg side, says umpire. So the bowlers in the fag end are doing a fine job, especially the bowlers who are bowling medium pace bowling, not allowing the pace for the batters. We have seen at the onslaught of the power play overs when they are going after Naresh Soldekar, although both these bowlers bowled decently, but the pace was provided. But I think the pace is not being given here by these bowlers, Dastagir and this is going to be a magnificent shot. Big heave and gets a big six. This big man, Amanullah Khan, strikes. Oh, just short. Felt from here that is going all over for 6 runs. But maybe that big part of the boundary falling short. So boundary here, nevertheless, the big heave that was required. The first 4 balls giving them the 4 byes, leg byes, and now the boundary. So 8 runs of the 5 balls. (141). This is down the ground. Amanullah wanted the strike, but that was the last ball of the 18th over, and he will keep the strike of the next over. So 18 gone, 142 for 5. So last 12 balls. Amanullah Khan is on strike. The big man 6 feet plus. So we have already seen 2 boundaries from him. And more strike to him at this point of time. You certainly see a score of somewhere around 160 plus on the board for Kadapa Masters. Let's see our first semi-finals. So far it's really an intense battle. Although Vasco seniors have got their way back in this match by picking up some wickets in the middle overs. This time, right hand put by the bowler over there to stop that. Good throw by Naresh Soldekar at the striker's hand. I don't know what appeal that was. He was running to his batting mark. Definitely not blocking. So good umpiring here, giving 2 runs to the batting unit. And that gets Amanullah back on strike. This is a fine piece of bowling from Dastagir Bhai. He saw the batsman coming down, fired it in on his legs, and the leg wicket is uprooted. He's very happy. Second wicket for Dastagir Bhai and gets the big man back into the pavilion. So in comes the new batter, Abdul Rahman. And at this point of time, you can expect the batsmen are going to go for the cross shot. They want to get as much as possible. Wickets also being lost. The bowlers, many a times, if they bowl wicket to wicket and if the batsman misses, you are going to hit the bullseye. That's exactly what happened to the bowler, Dastagir Bhai here. They have kept him in the 13th over, but now they have decided that our slower bowlers are doing a fine job. So let's not get the premium fast bowlers. This is once again clipped away nicely. Might be a chance. Very nicely fielded by Sanjeev. They might be looking for the second. Abdul Rahman comfortably campers past for the second run. That's exactly what is required. They, if at all they don't get boundaries, they need to get the couple and threes. Once again, the ball keeping low, very nicely, watchfully played. It's not easy to play short onto such kind of deliveries where the ball keeps a little low. You have to watch it carefully and sees that you finds the gap and places it nicely. So single. .148 at the moment, 2 short of 150. That's going to be the first target in mind of Kadapa Masters. This is in the air, didn't time it that well, but falling in no man's land. This time, no chance. Sanjeev comes in quickly and throws it to the keeper. So single taking the score to 149, 1 short of 150. We are into the 19th over. This time also is not providing the pace, bowling short, trying to heave their try. He was trying to gear it up, but good bowling here. Fantastic bowling from Dastagir Bhai, and it keeps them at bay. 19 overs gone. 150 exactly for the loss of 6 wicket. So finally, the pace spearhead and the icon of tennis ball cricket in Goa, Naresh Aswaldekar. Well, not only the icon, but fitness level that he has kept up almost 45 years plus. He is certainly highly rated in Goan cricket circles. Played with him, played against him many a times in the same team and against as well in GCA A division, B division as well. And here comes Naresh to bowl the last over. This time, maybe he feels that batsman was trying to give himself room on the leg side. So Naresh Aswaldekar saw that and just bowled it little wide. Smart chap, Naresh Aswaldekar, and also experienced as well. So the batter is having a word with the umpire. Score is exactly 150. The first target definitely has been reached by Kadapa Masters. Oh, this is good pace here from Naresh Aswaldekar. Abdul Rahman trying to heave that ball, and he's bowling perfectly. Just the pace, just the length that is required. 2 dot balls. This is a great comeback here from Vasco seniors. They were down and out in the first 10 overs. Once again, good shot. Might be getting just a single. Well, at the halfway mark, you feel that 82 for 2. Kadapa Master will somewhere get around 170 in the last 10 overs with the onslaught coming in the way. But the pace was not provided by the captain, and all the bowlers bowled decently in the right channels and also picked up continuous wicket in successive intervals. The ball kept low. This might be the same scenario in the second innings as well. That's the reason I said 150 at the start. I said 150 is going to be a good total on this wicket. Kadapa Masters will definitely be happy with that. Just the 1 run conceded. How crucial in this context. Once again, just going to be a single. The second run of this over so far in the 5 balls that Naresh Aswaldekar has bowled. He's bowled excellently well, but he has not been helped by the bowlers at the first 3 overs, and also no wickets to show in the wickets column. 2 wickets taken by Sanjeev. Wickets for Dastagir Bhai. Naresh, this is the last ball. And that's going to finish it very well here for Naresh Asolekar. How calm, how composed, how experience coming to the rescue and forefront of Vasco seniors. And after completion of 20 overs, it's just 152 on the board for Kadapa Masters. Vasco seniors coming back strongly in the last 5 overs through the bowling of Dastagir Bhai, Sushant, Riaz, Ustad, and the last over from Naresh Asolekar. So 153 is what Vasco seniors have to get in their 20 overs. We'll see the run chase in a short while after the break. So 153 is the target set here for Vasco Seniors for Kadapa Masters. So pretty good total on the board posted in the semi-finals. So let's see whether it's going to be a chase down or not. But meanwhile, I think the organizers who have done a fantastic job to get this 5th All India T20 League for the veterans organized by Vasco Seniors. And here are the 3 men, or you can say the 4th man who is not ready to come on in front of the camera. There it is Sayyid Abdul Azim Bhai, who has been pivotal and instrumental in getting this tournament, working hard day in, day out. Also, Advocate Jeevan Divkar, who is also the captain of Vasco Seniors and had contributed immensely in organizing this and a big setup here as well. Mr. Praveen Babdhuri, who is they are discussing about how to go maybe the semi-finals and how to go about the progress in the finals as well. They started on 8th of May, and this is almost after 4 days we are seeing the first semi-finals. This is going to be the first 2 semi-finals today on Thursday, and tomorrow is going to be the big finals. So is Sayyid Masood as well, who is shy a little bit to come in front of camera, but I think sometimes you don't have to come in front of camera, but the work that he has put up is to be seen for everyone. So all these people, all these 4 people have done an incredible job to get this veterans tournament going and running very well here at this point of time. This is going to be the first semi-finals. So maybe all these 3 great men, the veterans themselves, discussing how to organize it even better for the second semi-finals, and maybe certain something extra, something surprising coming up in the finals. So there it is, Sayyid Abdul Majid, Advocate Jeevan Divkar, Praveen Dhuri and Sayyid Masood, requesting everyone here and also the live who are viewing on Goa Livecast to give a big round of applause to all these organizers for organizing such a fantastic event. So Pradeep Dabolkar and Abhijit Kadam. Pradeep Dabolkar and Abhijit Kadam to start for Vasco seniors. And Balaji is with the ball in his hand. So we are starting from the commentary box end. So Balaji is going to start with the first ball. Oh, you can see the pace is there. The ball also deep down. So start. The batters also will be looking surprised here with the low bounce. They must have seen the ball was keeping a little better in the first innings, and second innings it might be even lower and slower. So very good start here from Balaji. So they have placed a similar sort of field that was placed here by the captain of Vasco seniors, but there was no short covers. So that short covers sometimes might be very, very effective in such a wicket where it slows down. Batsman has to change the shot at the last moment. It might go in the air. So very good position there. Oh, appeal, a little bit more bounce, trying to play it on the leg side, close the face of the bat little early. The ball came way too late. So I told you it's not going to be easy to score runs on this wicket. 153 might be a good total. And a good start here given by Balaji. On the mark, on the button, using the wicket to his more effective. Coming down the track. Oh, missed by a whisker. You can see the reactions from the bowler. He has done a fine job up till that point of time. The batsman felt that I had to do something different. I had to go after the bowling, get a boundary maybe. Pradeep Dabolkar. Pressure being put on by the captain. They feel that the batter is little itchy at the moment to get off the mark. So a lovely piece of first over here. Great start, magnificent start here from Balaji given to Kadapa Masters. That's the start they were hoping to get. Whenever we have seen teams scoring 150, 170, if you get early breakthroughs during the second innings, it's going to be difficult to get to 150, 170. They need partnerships, change of feeling, little bit, fine tuning. Now gets off the mark, finds the placement. Didn't go with the full shot on the leg side, a flick shot. So just gets a single, but a fantastic first over from Balaji. One without loss in one. In comes Amanullah Khan. He slashes hard. Might be a catch. Oh, goes above the head of the fielder. Goes for 6 runs. If you go after it, go it hard way and giving the maximum result. So Pradeep Dabolkar giving it a full go. Getting the maximum result. Takes the score from 1 to 7. Oh, the ball kept low. That was not a shot. That was not a shot. He felt that the ball might be bouncing a little bit, and the ball kept almost into the knee height. Very well kept here by the keeper standing behind. So again trying to come down the track and hitting it at the mid-on region. He wanted to hit it at over the covers region. Such shots we have also seen in the first innings when Kadapa Masters were batting. We're trying to go down the track, sometimes getting inside half of the bat. And Abhishek Kadam is going to face the first ball of this run chase in this first semi-finals. Oh, what has happened over there? What has happened over there? The bat turning turtle, the bat grip has been lost here by the batter. So maybe the gloves are a little wet. I don't know exactly what. Yes, maybe he's asking for the gloves. So gloves are maybe a little wet, so not giving the proper grip. Sometimes as a batter, as a batsman, you tend to take your normal gloves. Oh, once again, this is the second time. Unlucky here, Amanullah Khan. He's doing a very good job at the moment by bowling that line and length. Just little lucky the batters of Vasco seniors at the moment. This time it's a big appeal. Just drifting down the leg side. Well, little hesitant there, the bowler, but he felt that it is going down the leg side. But a good comeback nevertheless from Amanullah after giving a sixth of the first ball. He bowls accurately enough and bowls a few dot balls as well. At the end of two, he's just 8 on the board without loss of any wicket. Oh, the ball keeping so low. Hardly you can play the shots. So that's the reason this 150 plus is going to be somewhere around 175. As such balls are definitely going to come on your way. So you got to be prepared. You got to be bending a little bit. So Balaji once again continues with his good form. So far, this is the 6th dot ball that he has bowled in the 7 balls that he has bowled so far. Very watchfully played. This is nice shot. This is a fine shot. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the delivery. He waited onto the ball and rolling the bat on top of the ball and just finding the gap towards the backward point region. This is a really good shot. That will build a lot of confidence in the dressing room of Vasco seniors and also of Pradeep Dabholkar. He's no buck with the bat. I've seen him playing some wonderful innings recently in Goa Civil Service. His team electricity department crowned the winners and he was a part of that winning team. Slash it hard. Might be one more. Flat 6. Flat 6 for Pradeep Dabholkar. So he feels that he has seen enough here of Balaji going the hard way and getting one more six in the same region. Goa Livecast is showing you the live telecast of this fifth All India Veterans Tournament played between Kadapa Masters and Vasco Seniors. This time also trying to go the hard way. This time it was little bit more bounce. Balaji has got a decent pace. Sometimes in the power play overs, you will be taken for runs by the batters, just like what happened to the Vasco Seniors. But there is always a scope for comeback. Try and get early breakthroughs in the first 6 overs is going to be crucial. That's exactly the point. He was hitting the same channel in the good length area. This is a no feet movement whatsoever. Trying to just glide it down towards the third man region, exposing his stumps, and that exposure was hit perfectly by the bowler Balaji. Strikes. He always looked like picking up wickets and strikes the first big blow here for Kadapa Masters. So Vijay Shinde. So once again, just an inside edge. The pace of the Balaji might run down the fence for 4 runs. Yes, it does. He's got enough zip on this wicket, Balaji, and this is not a great shot, but a good start, you can say, for the batter, getting off the mark with a boundary. Three gone is 22 for 1. This time, just a single. So Amanullah Khan continuing with his bowling. Pradeep Dabulkar was a key man. He sometimes gets them early runs, especially in the power play overs. He's very effective in power play overs. This is good bowling here. He's hitting the right chord. He's hitting the right chord here. Really good bowling, just maybe a little wide outside the off stump, but he's hitting in the right areas where we have seen Dastagir and also Naresh Osoldekar in that last over, and Riaz Ustad also bowled decently, cutting off the pace. If you bowl in that good area in the shot of good length, it's not going to be easy to play the shot. Sometimes the batter feels, yes, I can play that cut shot, but the ball does not arrive. If you go for the drive, the ball comes even slower, might balloon in the air. So that's also a risk. Trying to play a forceful shot of the back foot, just getting a single at the mid-off region. So good running between the wickets by Vijay Shinde. Abhijit Kadam and Vijay Shinde are at the moment need a partnership at this stage. Vasco seniors. Oh, beaten all ends up. Beaten in defenses by Amanullah. Don't have too much of pace, but you don't require too much of pace in leather ball cricket. I think such line and length, such accuracy and such consistency can pay dividends for you. You can see that is hitting the hard length, which is making difficult for the batter to play the shot in the power play overs. So Amanullah Khan using his height to good effect, bowling a pretty decent over. That will finish over number 4. 27 for 1. So Balaji continues trying to play her back foot punch, back foot drive, you can say, in the covers. Hard shot on this wicket. Well, we are yet to see any good spinners in both these attacks. Spinners certainly are going to be troublesome on this sort of wicket where the ball is a little slow, low. This time the ball hurrying on to the batters, playing on to the back foot in that short extra cover regions. Balaji has got decent pace. He has got that zip. He's got rid of that danger man Pradeep Dabolkar in his second over. 28 at the moment. We are into the 5th over, dragging their way back in this match. Masters. Off the back foot. This is good fielding. This is good fielding. Very nicely fielded. Good backup there by the fielder in the short covers. This is exactly in the same position. We have seen many misfields from the fielders of Vasco seniors. This 152 could have been somewhere around 140 if they had fielded nicely. The ground fielding was little lackluster. This time played with soft hands for a single in extra cover. So doing a job fairly at the moment with singles. Not trying to play the shots. And that's the right approach. Sometimes you have to get your eyes set in, especially on a wicket like this. Good shot. But once again, you can see the timing part missing. Trying to go hard. When you slash it hard, you miss the sweet part of the bat. So a little bit of a struggle, but a good thing is that they are getting the singles. Just like how the middle order were getting singles for Kadapa Masters. This time played down the ground. Carpet shot for a single. We have seen how Shrikant Reddy and Khadar Baba managed to get a partnership of 55-60 plus for their team. That was a crucial phase when they were getting the singles. Sometimes the boundaries were difficult to get by, but they were rotating the strike. That will finish over number 5 is 33 for 1. So Amanullah, this is in the air, but going away from the reach of the fielder, might get towards the fence, but very nicely fielded. So we have to wait for the signal from the umpire. It's a boundary. The foot was touching on the rope while the time the ball was being kept inside. So it's a boundary signal by the third umpire and goes towards the batter. It is clearly visible on the screens. Good fielding effort nevertheless, but certainly it was going towards the fence for 4. This is in the air. This might be a chance, but going above the head of the mid-on region fielder. So going the aerial way, striking it beautifully here, the batter. Successive boundaries for Vasco seniors, getting a move on in the 6th over. So it is Abhishek Kadam. Well, instead of taking the single Kadam, he is going with the 4 Kadams. .41 on the board. This is the last over of the mandatory power play overs. This has been a good start. 2 balls, 2 boundaries. That's a nice shot. He timed it well, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Not easy to be bowling 3 overs, 4 overs on a trot. We have seen Dastagir by bowling 4 overs on a trot, bowled decently, economically as well, picked up 2 wickets. And also Amanullah Khan here bowling 3 overs on a trot. This is nicely played, just clipped on the leg side, defensive shot for a single. 9 runs coming off the first 4 balls so far, taking the score to 42. This is good ball here. Wonderful slower delivery of the back of the hand. Good release here at the top, almost 775 feet. Still the score remains on 42. Just 1 ball left of the power play overs. It's going to be a really intense and battle going right down the wire between Vasco Seniors and Kadapa Masters. Kadapa Masters searching for the 2nd wicket. This is played nicely down the ground. The fielder is coming and fielded cleanly. So just a single to finish this over number 6. And the power play overs. 10 runs coming off this over and is 43 for 1. So 6 overs is a 43 for 1. In comes our first bowling change here. Abdul Rahman coming into bowl from this end, from over the wicket. Driven nicely, stopped very well by Abdul Rahman. Stopped 1 run. It's not easy to get the hands close to the ball when it's timed so well. No short of commitment here, Abdul Rahman. They know that they have to win this and enter into the final, so everything has to be stopped here. This good ball. That was a difficult shot. He's tried to maybe try and get the ball above the head of maybe the extra cover region. It's not easy on this wicket when the pace is not there. This time, nicely played towards the backward of point region. Just gets a single. Takes the score to 44. Now we need to see the changes of the side, Kadapa Masters, whether they have got the bowlers who can cut the pace, just like the bowlers of Vasco seniors. Once again, so far in the semi-finals, surprising to see we have not seen a genuine spinner from any of the sides. We have seen almost 9 bowlers bowling so far in these semi-finals. Not one genuine spinner at the moment. This time nicely driven. That is a player in the covers. So another single. I've seen throughout while playing on this ground, spinners many a times take so many wickets on this particular ground, not only in GCA matches, but also in the different tournaments held across. So 7 gone is 47 for 1. Starts off with a full toss. Sridhar nicely played at the wide long off region. Fielded very well. So far the ground fielding has been pretty better here from Kadapa Masters. They have not given any loose runs, easy runs to Vasco seniors. So if they keep it tight, then this can go right down the wire. That's lovely ball here. Beautiful ball delivery here. Trying to tell the batsman, yes, you can come drive and drive me in the covers. That is where I am going to find the opportunity. Very well collected here by keeper behind the wickets. Tossing into the eyelid of the batter. That's exactly what I said. Spinners are certainly going to rule the chart in these run chase. Masters have got the first genuine spinner, Sridhar. And that's the best channel that a leg spinner should bowl. Just concentrating on outside off stump, getting the ball away. Oh, once again, you can see that he was trying to go. He was nowhere close to the pitch of this ball. The ball is turning sharply. And if the ball turns sharply, the game also will turn sharply into his Kadapa Masters. A great phase of cricket between a spinner and the batters at the moment. This was a loose ball. This was a loose ball. Full toss ball on the legs. He just had to find a gap and he does it easily. So consistency was missing, and whatever pressure that was built by Sridhar has been dropped here. First three balls were absolutely a treat to watch, and that's the part of the leg spinner. If you are not a genuine leg spinner, then it's very difficult for you because you are bowling with the wrist, and sometimes the wrists are not consistent to be bowling in the same channel all six balls. That's once again off the back foot. Very good piece of fielding in the deep and goes for the second. So this is a good running between the wickets here. Slightly slow in the air and allowing the time for the batsman to be on the back foot. 54 at the moment. So once again, not a bad over here for the batting side in spite of bowling few dot balls here, Sridhar. And that single will finish over number 8 is 55 for 1. Abdul Rahman continues, and the batters are also trying to continue with their shots. They feel that they need to get some boundaries. The asking run rate is just creeping up at the moment a little bit. So let's not make it little difficult. They may be thinking to the batters who are coming yet to come on to the wicket. Once again, very good shot. Player in the deep, little short of good length. They want to go for the second. There was a total miscommunication, but no call whatsoever from Vijay Shinde to Abhijit Kadam. Only it is going to be a single. Oh, that was once again just missed. This is the third time that I've seen it missed off stump by a whisker. Close, but yet so far. Feel that they are still searching for that second wicket. A very good partnership here from Vijay Shinde, who is playing on 20, and Abhijit Kadam, who is playing on 17 or 15, more than 100 strike rate. This time, good shot. Player in the deep just conceding a single. The bowlers are also bowling according to the field and also as per the plan what was discussed in the team huddle and the meeting after that first innings. Once again, good bowling here. Trying to play on the back foot, straight back to the bowler, stopping. So 2 dot balls in this over. Certainly the batter might be thinking that maybe this is the chance that I have to take against this bowler. This time once again powerful strike down the ground and misfield and stopped inside. Comfortably stops inside and they go for the second run. Never mind, still a good over, very economical over here from the bowler. So 9 gone. 60 for 1. It's 59 for 1 in 9 overs. So in comes Chandrasekhar. Starts off very well, flighting the ball, bowling slow in the air. That's going to be the key. So getting on to the 60-run mark. This is the 10th over, halfway mark of this run chase. Both these batters have put on a good total at the moment. Good partnership, steady. Time once again. This looks to be his favorite shot, a back foot drive, a back foot punch down the ground. But certainly not bad, you can say, playing off the back foot on this such a low wickets. Drives it but gets an outside edge. Fielder stops it. Most of the fielding, ground fielding, you can say, from Kadapa Masters has been brilliant. They have stopped around 10 runs in fielding itself. Chandrasekhar just whips it on the leg side. Whips it for a single. That's not an easy shot. He must be looking, seeing that ball much more better now than what he started with. Certainly not giving away the wickets at the moment, both these batters. Right in the block hole. So a dot ball here. And also after running so much, the batters, the veterans will definitely be tired. We have seen one of the batters also just walking out, retired out in the innings of Kadapa Masters when things were going right for him. So again, this was a full toss here, bowled by Chandrasekhar, but can get at the most a single. So batters also, that power which has started with in the power play overs is missing, and just getting the single. So halfway mark gone, 10 gone is 64 for 1. This time a cracking shot, very loose delivery here. We start off after the drinks break, starting off beautifully here. The boundary of the very first ball. Cannot bowl such easy deliveries, cannot bowl such freebies. So change of hands and Sridhar has been brought. Sridhar bowls a full toss. This is the second time that he bowls a full toss and concedes the boundary. This is much better here. This pace, this length and this line is going to be better. But when you get a boundary and a loose ball just like this, whatever pressure, whatever thought process that was put by the captain just has been negated by that boundary. That's once again waiting onto the back foot and playing with powerful shot at the long off region. So little bit of drinks, little bit of energy that they must have had from the dressing room. Both these batters and also the fielders must have really helped them. The bails coming after the group because of the little wind. Well, we can afford that pace going down, but little breeze definitely working wonders for everyone here. So once again, I was telling that in the morning there was no breeze, but certainly it is coming a little bit right now. It's having a calming influence on the fielders, dressing room, the commentary box, the scorers, the umpires, everyone feeling much more better and relaxed at the moment with this breeze. So again, cracking shot. Coming down the track, good shot, but only going to be a single. The fielding looks to be very good and decent of Kadapa Masters at the moment. All 10 overs, although the chances have not come their way. This time in the air, but falling short of the short covers. They're taking the singles. They're taking the singles continuously. And they've got the big batters who can score those big sixes and get the asking run rate deep down just below. That's a good shot. Very nicely fielded. Putting the body behind. Looking very tired at the moment. The fielders is in pain. But I think he has saved 2 runs over there. The consistency in the spinners is definitely missing at the moment. Sridhar has been taken for 18 runs of his 2 overs after completion of 11. Gone is 74 for 1. requiring 79 runs in 9 overs at almost 9 runs per over. This is the equation for Vasco Seniors to enter into the finals. So bowler's name is Chandrasekhar Sheki. The batters are definitely going very well at the moment. Abhijit Kadam on 29 of just 24. Vijay Shinde on 26 of 28. More aggressive with a better strike rate at the moment. Abhijit Kadam. The partnership certainly very fruitful and going great guns. Not given any chances. Watch the bat carefully or the ball carefully and played and guided into the gaps as well. Important thing is still 9 wickets are left. This is nicely played. This is a shape shot, classic shot, inside out over covers for 4 runs. You can see that little shimmy down the ground and going to the pitch of the ball and just lifting it in the aerial way towards the covers region for 4. That's the start they needed in this over. They need 9 runs per over. Whenever you get a boundary of the first ball, even if you get single of the next 5, you will get 9 runs per over. So very calculative and measured in this run chase, both these batters. Vijay Shinde moving on to his 30s. This time, this is poor bowling here, dragging it short and going towards the backward square leg region for 4 runs. Well, the first he bowled a fuller ball which was driven, so you can expect the bowler to drag down, and the batsman was waiting onto the back foot, just clips it down the backward square leg region for a boundary. So back-to-back boundaries, now pressure on the fielding unit of Kadapa Masters. Score moves on to 82. Now just 71 runs required of 52 balls. Vasco Seniors, especially Vijay Shinde and Abhijit Kadam, doing a fine job. Oh, this was a chance. This was a chance almost in the air. He tried his hard to get his right hand towards the ball. But luck going in towards Vasco Senior side. You can see this is the perfect length to be bowling on this wicket. Not too short, not too full. Once again, this might be 2 runs. The fielder coming all the way from backward square leg region towards the fine leg region. So this is going to happen. Little spin. The batsman trying to play onto the back foot into mid-wicket region, getting an inside edge, going in between the legs to the fine leg region fielder. Suddenly they have got the runs in this over. 2 boundaries, now a couple, single as well. This time very nicely played off the back foot. Now the feet are also moving, finding the gaps easily. Sometimes when you are well set, you feel that there are no fielders on the ground. You can get a field placement easily and finds also the gaps with consistency and ease. So finally another single. So every ball has been counted here for runs by the batters of Vasco Seniors, and that single will finish over number 12. It's 87 for 1. So 66 runs required of 48 balls. So asking run rate, which was 9, has come down to somewhere around 8.1. That previous over was a really good one for Vasco seniors. 66 runs required of 48 balls. 87 for 1 in 12 at the moment. Second wicket had fallen down at the score of 18 and a partnership of 69 of just 55 deliveries from both these batters. So great partnership, just like Kadar, Baba and Sridhar were batting. The same partnership here for Vasco seniors. Kadar Baba now into the attack, starts off well. And he was looking tired, he was looking injured, he was soaked because of drained out in the sun. But now he has no options. He has to come and bowl an important important spell for his side. It's really good bowling, good length. He's hitting the right length, right areas, right pace also to be bowling. But I think you can see that he's pulling maybe the hamstring, little tired. You can expect these are hot and humid conditions, not easy for any cricketer. So you can see the breeze coming and it's taking the bails out of the crews. Not easy for any cricketers. However, it might be. We've seen even in IPL, players are soaking and taking some time in between when they are running and taking quick singles and doubles. So he's struggling. He's struggling big time over there. He was here in the dressing room. He felt that I need to go out and help my team out when they need a wicket. He's picked up around 8-9 wickets in this tournament so far, Khadar Baba, and he feels that they need a wicket. And that's the heart of a cricketer. You cannot see the pain of his teammates, even though he is in pain. And he strikes. Look at him. Look at him. He's happy. Well, I think even that pain must have gone. The wicket that they were searching for has been given here by Khadar Baba. And the second wicket down at the score of 88. Kadapa Masters strikes through Khadar Baba. So now Raghuveer Lotlikar, the new man, onto the crease. So Kadar Baba picks up the wicket. The game was going away from Kadapa Masters. They needed that wicket, and finally it has come in the 13th over. The bowling chase definitely has worked, and they are still in the race. Even if you feel that the asking run rate is not much at the moment, but one wicket can lead to few more wickets. Oh, that was one more chance, but ball going towards the third man region, towards the boundary rope. Might be stopped. No, runs down. It was so close. You can see the reactions from Kadar Baba. Not a bad ball, but lucky the batter. Abhijit Kadam. So far, he has not played a false shot or a wrong shot. He could not gauge that length of the ball, and just trying to play the back foot punch, which he likes a lot. Ball skidding on, and just lucky that it did not hit the stumps, getting the outside edge. This is really good bowling here from Kadar Baba. He's troubling the batters at the moment, and he's making the difference at the moment in this match. 13 gone is 93 for 2. 93 for 2, 60 runs required in 42 balls. So now Abdul Rahman starts off with a dot ball. They need to pile up dot balls and pressure, not giving easy singles, especially to Raghuveer Lotlikar, who just come onto the wicket. And at one side, the batter is a little tired, rusty. It's not easy when you played a long innings. Long innings, certainly in these conditions. Played very well off the back foot in the extra cover regions. Runs quickly towards the second run, and takes the second run comfortably. So this is a really good running by Raghuveer Lotlikar here. He's a fantastic cricketer, played for almost 30 years, and this is 40 of taking the quick runs. Not only the boundary row, but also inside the circle sometimes. So umpire, maybe the seam has come up little bit, so scissor is required to cut that off. So little talk here between both these batters, how to go about further proceedings. So drives it nicely, finds the gap. No chance for the fielder and gets a boundary. Good drive here, finding the gap as well. And this was driven nicely by Raghuveer Lotlikar. Taking the score to 99, one short of the century. 54 runs required. So they are getting the boundaries almost in every over. This time just gliding down towards the backward point region. So a single taken after the boundary. Asking run rate is somewhere around 8.3. 53 runs required of 38 balls. And there are 8 wickets in hand. So that's going into us Vasco senior side. The 8 wickets, they have got the depth in batting as well. Once again, very nicely played. Down the ground, Raghuveer Lotlikar looking to get the second. Runs the first run quickly. But this time he doesn't opt for that second run. It could have been risky. Certainly, it's not looking at the moment 45 plus player. Raghuveer Lotlikar with the way he is running quickly in between the wickets. So 14 gone, 101 for 2. 52 runs required in 36 balls is the equation. This time drives it nicely. So asking run rate is somewhere around 8. They've got the big batters. Narisha Soldekar is there. 8-9 runs per over. Only thing is that they need to get a boundary almost every over. That's good ball. That's good ball. That was a chance here, stumping chance. That could once again could have changed this game. He is not happy, Khadar Baba. He feels that he is giving such a performance here. He was out here in the dressing room, goes out for the rescue of his side. He almost rescued them with that first wicket, and he could have got them hanging into the balance in this match after that chance. Once again, very nicely driven, where Kadapa Baba and his team, Kadapa Masters, won't mind singles at this moment. If there is a wicket, if there is a drift in this match with the wicket falling, it's not going to be easy for the new batter to get 10 runs per over. He's bowling nicely. Oh, misfielded here once again. But they can get a single at the most. Well, Raghuveer Lotlikar, I can understand, he is quite new onto the wicket, so he's trying and scampering for the second, asking for his partner, but partner has played a big knocker. He has moved into his 40s, so not easy for him in these conditions when he has run so much. And that's the reason this chase is not going to be easy. Abhijit Kadam is trying hard. So once again, this is going to be a chance of a run out. Direct. Oh, this is going to be a run out. Rogurid Lotlikar departs. It always looks as if someone was going to give up at this moment. The fielding was very good on the mark from Kadapa Masters. Throw was directly into the hands of the bowler, and there goes the third wicket. Is 106 for 3 after completion of 15 overs. 47 runs required in 20 balls. 30 balls, beg your pardon. 47 of 30 is the equation. So going at around the required run rate is 9 runs per over. Somewhere around more than 9 runs per over. But in comes Naresh Soldekar, who is not a new face for this 60-yard ground. He must have played hundreds and thousands of tournaments in his career on this same venue, and must have won so many matches for any side that he faces and plays. So his role going to be crucial. He's just like the Hardik Pandya of this side. He bowls, he bats as well, and gets the big handle to good effect. Can get sixes as well on this ground. So this is going to be a crucial wicket here for Kadapa Masters. Naresh Soldekar. 47 of 30, and Rahman continues in his last over. Done a fairly well job so far. 16 of his 3, although not taken wicket at this moment. This is in the air. You can see that the ball is stopping onto the batsman. He was trying to gear it up. Not easy when you just come onto the wicket, and was the first delivery, but gets off the mark little in a scary way. Abhijit Kadam, 40 of 32, but still the job is not yet fully done. The ball keeping low. Lucky here, the keeper could not collect. You can see the keeper trying to come up a little bit, understanding that the ball is keeping low. I think most of the times we have seen, even in IPL, the keeper standing low on low and slow wickets. All these stops are going to be important. They're getting 2 runs off 2 balls. He goes for the big one. Did not strike and connect it well, but stopped it inside. Naresh going for the second run. And hesitation out between both these batters. That's a good fielding in the deep. Restricting the batters to just a single, and also keeping Naresh Soldekar at the non-striker's end. That's exactly what is required for these teams. Kadapa Masters. Naresh is definitely going to go after the bowling and getting those boundaries and sixes. He went for that, but the ball did not arrive. This is going to be a close match. Really, really close match. One good innings of around 20-25 runs certainly take Vasco Seniors into the finals. One good spell or a great fielding certainly can change the complexion of this match. This is in the air. They have placed the fielder, and he's dropped it. He has dropped it. This was not an easy take. He tried to gauge it in the air, And you can expect veterans, so you cannot blame. It's not easy for them to come quickly, just like the youngsters do. The ball still keeping low. Not easy. This is exactly the scenario we see in the first innings. But second innings, it is keeping still more lower. 4 singles of the 5 balls. Asking run rate, which was somewhere around 8 runs per over, has moved on and increased to 10. This was a quicker one. So Naresh Salekar is trying to still get his mark on to this match. 2 dot balls on his name in that over at the end of 16. It's 110 for 3. 43 runs required of 24 balls. So what are the bowling options? I think it's Kadar Baba is the right options at this moment. He has got them back in this match after taking the wicket and also piling the pressure, that crucial run out. And now if you can ask me, then I feel that the way the batters are struggling, big innings till this point of time from Abhijit Kadam, and he's not doesn't look to be having that much of power to go for the fence. He has been on the wicket for quite some time now. Once again, oh, this is really lucky here for Kadapa Masters. He has timed it very well. Ball hitting the stumps directly. I think that should have been 2 runs. 2 runs saved. So Abhijit Kadam now, they need a boundary or a 6 from somewhere. This is a good shot. This is a good shot. This is a big shot. That's a magnificent strike here. A great lift on the leg side. They needed it badly. They really needed it badly. It has come like water to a thirsty man in the desert. What a classical shot. Although lifted, cross-batted, but it doesn't matter. 6s are going to galore on this ground. Are they going to come a few more from the bat of Abhijit Kadam? He's 3 shy of his 50. Coming down the track, that's a good shot. He's timed it well. Naresh trying to go for the second, but just a good fielding effort. Even if 1-6, that was not a bad ball from Kadar. He bowled it well. Batsman took his chance, and chance paid off. Goes a good strike from Naresh Solekar. And once again, they get the single. But certainly, that 6 must have helped. Score moves on to 118 for 3. 35 runs required of 20 balls is the equation. 35 of 20. What a close match. So again, they are certainly going to play their shots. They are certainly going to go play their big shots. Naresh Solekar says 1 is enough. 34 runs required of 19. They need a boundary. They need the asking run rate to come down below 10 in the last over or last 2 overs maybe. This is Naresh Solekar for you. That was slow. He was waiting onto the back foot. And 1 more 6. Humongous strike and a timely strike from Naresh Solekar. 2 big 6s from the batters of Vasco seniors in this over, getting them back in this match. At the end of 17, it's 125 for 3. 28 runs required of 18 balls. 28 runs required in 18 balls. That previous over was costly, but you cannot blame Kader Baba. There, he was the right option chosen by the captain. It's just that the batters had to go after the bowlers as the asking run rate was climbing up, and they went after him and they got the sixes that they were waiting to get. So now the equation is a little bit simplified. 28 of 18 at 9.3 runs per over. In comes Amanullah from the far end. So Amanullah has placed 3 fielders deep on the offside and 2 fielders deep on the leg side, 1 in the mid-wicket region. With this sort of field, he cannot bowl short, so he has to bowl little fuller. That's a poor delivery, absolutely poor delivery. I was talking you cannot bowl short balls with the fielders at the mid-on and the mid-wicket region. And easy boundary here. Magnificent 50 here coming from the bat of Abhijit Kadam. What a classic knock in this run chase. Chase master Abhijit Kadam waited for his moment. A little subdued innings in the middle overs, but when he got the big sixes and the boundaries, he gets them, just like the previous one. Looking much easier at the moment. Vasco seniors. Oh, the ball keeping low. Now he has kept that one man inside from the offside. So 2 fielders on the offside in the deep and 3 on the leg side after that boundary that was pulled off the short ball. Once again, this is poor bowling here. No chance for anyone to cut that off. Amanullah is bowling short down the leg side and picking it away, picking it in the gaps as well. Abhijit Kadam. This has been a magnificent innings, great innings, brilliant innings. "20 runs of 15 balls. So much easier. 2 boundaries in this over has simplified it even more further. As once again, good shot. Might be a chance of a run out. Naresh Asoldekar is very fit and quick as well. We have seen Naresh. Well, you can feel that he's 45, 46. Recently, he has got a player of the award in many of the big tournaments, especially in SK Jogging tournament where he won the bicycle as the player of the series. Very fit player. Watchfully played. Well, his experience. He has played a lot of leather ball cricket in his life. So he knows the equation. When his partner is getting the runs and the boundaries, he's just simplifying it for him, just getting the single. Score moves on to 135. Amanullah has bowled well, especially at the start of the innings. But this over, I feel he was little at the shorter length. And that's the reason why he was taken for 2 boundaries. But take nothing away from Abhijit Kadam. He has been magnificent in this run chase. He lost his partner. They built up a partnership almost 80 when trying to conquer the fort of Kadapa Masters. Finally Amanullah strikes. That was a slower ball off the back of the hand and he strikes a big wicket. Still the match is on. Still the match is alive. And Kadapa Masters is still giving the fight. It's 135 for 4. 12 balls are required and 18 runs is the target to go into the finals for Vasco Seniors. So Sushant. So wonderful innings from Abhijit Kadam ends. Still 18 runs required of 12 balls. Now both these batters are going to be fresh legs onto the wicket. Fresh legs can understand trying to create quick runs inside the circles and close to the boundary as well. So Balaji, 12 balls, 18 runs. Their key player who has got them the first breakthrough in his second over, Balaji, got decent pace. But sometimes in this situation, whether the pace helps or whether the spinners helps, is up to the captain. Naresh is going to be the key here. You expect that he's just one hit away this team, but finally that hit has to come. If Balaji bowls well and bowls a decent over of 5 or 6 runs, still 12 runs keeping in the last over, I think the match will be very difficult for Vasco seniors, in spite of having the big players out in the middle, Sushant and Naru. Naru goes, just getting an inside of the bat, throws it to Balaji, just gets the single, and Sushant will be on the mark. So Sushant facing his first ball. 2 fielders on the leg side, 3 fielders deep on the offside. They've got the third man as well. This time drifting down. Naresh maybe thought of a single, but it could have been risky. Not a bad fly here from Balaji. He saw the batsman coming down the track and fired it on his legs. He just let, he could not hit the legs, he could not hit the target. The idea was right, the execution was a little down the leg side. Once again, trying to heave a dot ball here. Sushant is trying to go in that mid-wicket region that has been kept open. Balaji is not going to be an easy customer. Dot ball is going to pile up pressure not only on the striker but also Naresh Asolekar at the North striker's end. What a cracking match this is. This is in the air. This might be a catch. Fielder coming after it. Naresh Asolekar going to go for the second. Amanullah fielded very well but cannot step the second run. This is good running between the wickets here. Nine balls, 14 runs is the equation. Cricket is the game of great uncertainties. You can never say the match is poised within our favor or opponent's favor. It has seen so magical turnarounds in so many matches. Can this be one more? This is a good shot in the air and catch dropped. Catch dropped. Oh my gosh. This was not a difficult catch. It was coming straight in his hands. This would not only have been a wicket, new batsman coming onto the crease, but also a dot ball. "13 of 8. This was wide, way outside. So 12 of 8. 12 of 8. So they have got 6 runs of the 4 balls, 2 off wides. 2 off wides, 1 catch drop there. So that's an extra run given by the fielder. Things could have been a lot different. Balaji didn't bowl badly in this over so far. That's Naresh Asolekar for you. Trying to find a gap. Oh, gets the boundary. Gets the boundary. Although little lucky, but there was always pressure on the fielders. You can feel a little dejected camp here, Kadapa Masters. They knew how important is going to be that boundary that will have to be stopped here. So now equation is much simpler. 8 runs of 7 balls. A beautiful innings. A little cameo here from Naresh Asolekar. 15 of 9. And he has to see them. He gets them across the line, across the border, and across the target. This time, nicely played, watchfully played, and waiting for that last over. He knows that the job has been done in this over. He's got the required runs. Just takes a single and keeps the strike. Sensible batting here from Naresh Asolekar. At the end of 19, it's 146 for 4. 7 runs required of 6 balls. And Naresh strikes. This might be a catch. 4 runs. Well, the fielder did absolutely right to coming close for the catch. He had to go for the catch, but unlucky there, the fielder. And Naresh Asolekar, although did miss the timing, but did not miss the boundary. Now it is much easier. It has come down to below 6 runs per over. 3 runs are required of 5 balls. We have witnessed one of the epic games in Veterans All India level tournament organized by Vasco Seniors, Vasco Veterans. So just 3 runs required. Suddenly a match-winning knock here. Sensible knock, calculative knock from Naresh Asolekar. How many times he is going to win for different teams that he plays for. This time he just gets the single. Sensible, very smart. So 4 balls, 2 runs required. I think more pressure has to be put on Sushant at the moment by the captain. Cannot allow to give him singles. And yes, now they are getting the fielders coming, closing in. What a match this is. Naresh Asolekar certainly turned out to be playing the match-changing innings here. Abhijit Kadam, no doubt, you cannot take anything away from him. He has scored a magnificent 50. This is played in the air, might be a catch. Oh! Just going above the head, and they are going to get a comfortable 2 runs. And that's the victory for Vasco Seniors. A great game of cricket, fought very well in the spirit of the game. But it was just a matter of maybe small glitches in the field might have costed them, but overall a good fight being posted, put up by Kadapa Masters. But in the semi-finals, it was Naresh Asolekar and also Abhijit Kadam. Especially the knock of Abhijit Kadam was such a good one during the run chase. He kept them alive in the race in the last 3 overs, and Naresh Asolekar finishing it off in style. So Vasco Seniors, Vasco Veterans are entering into the finals with a great game, certainly going till the last over. So congratulations to them and commiserations to the losing side, Kadapa Masters. You have been a magnificent side till this point of time. Although losing this match doesn't counter anything. You have been one of the finest teams in this competition, and we can certainly see you in the next editions as well. So great game of cricket. And that's what we came here to witness. That's what everyone was waiting in anticipation. And that's what the cricket lovers have got. So it's bye from now from Harish Kakurka. See you in a short while after the lunch break.